and Natalie put us on her story. She was like, everybody said heaviest hitters. You know what I mean? It was all smile. It was the heaviest hitters. You know what I mean? But now that someone else has said it, now that Landon has said it, and Jay doesn't agree, Island Boy also doesn't agree. But Island Boy was present when I called myself a heavy hitter in that photo. You know what I mean? And that video we would take when happened. It's like, I don't know what you define a heavy hitter. I'm a heavy. I hit or leave marks.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of All Things Davon, where there's no limits, no filters, honest conversations, and yes, the truth we all can relate to. All right, y'all. Today we got one of the most talked about people already on Bad Boys, and honestly, just after the first episode, people have a lot to say about John. So whether it's about alliances, the old videos resurfacing, the Jada situation, or people just trying to create narratives online, we're here to talk about all of it today. So you've already been on a podcast before, you know, if y'all already watched it, Love Cabin before, but I feel like this time there's way more attention on you and way more opinions. So without further ado, welcome back the one and the only John the Don.
John the motherfucking Don.
How are you today?
I'm good. God is good. I'm blessed. A lot of things to look forward to. A lot of things.
Yeah,
I'm always have something I'm excited for to look forward to in my life. God's blessed me.
I know that's right. Thank you again for pulling up. I appreciate you. But I'm going to get straight into it. I'm not going to waste any time because we already been through this before. We already know who you are. Since you're on a bigger platform, honestly, just on a bigger network, I want to ask, before TV and the internet, who was John growing up?
Good question. Before TV and internet, John was just a registered nurse who worked out and traveled. I just always had a trip to look forward to. I just kept collecting nursing accolades and academic accolades. And I just work out heavy 5 days a week, and I'm just a safe. I just like to have sex and go to the gym and just go take trips. I'm trying to plant a baby in each country I go to, like Bali, Thailand. I want to see how my genes fare with these different ethnicities. And obviously, I follow the mothers on social media, and whichever child is the most successful, 20 years from now, I'm going to claim them. It's like a journey.
So what's the biggest misconception people have about you right now?
The biggest misconception people have about me is that I'm mean. Everybody that meets me is like they'll say, like, I know I seen you earlier, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought you were mean. It's like, wow, I'm glad I asked for a picture because I was scared 'cause I thought you were going to be mean. Or somebody be on FaceTime, be like, guess who I'm with? They'd be like, John, oh, I'm like, he's so nice. They think I'm mean, but the thing is, I'm on reality TV, you know? When somebody says something to me and I say, you didn't mean it like that, so I'm going to let you slide. No one cares. You know what I mean? Or sometimes what someone said to me, they might say something that's rude or disrespectful to me, but it's lame. So it may not make the cut. But my reaction when I talk about the dead family members and the kids, you know what I mean? That's going to make the cut. That's about, oh my God, how could he say, you know what I mean? My reaction always goes viral. Never what they did to initiate the conflict usually doesn't go viral. That's why people start with me because they know they're going to get a viral moment off me. But them themselves isn't enough. That's why they initiated something with me.
Yeah. And I think having to know you for like these past couple months now, I definitely think that you're a chill person. I feel like they just only show the parts that, you know, that are deemed viral enough.
Yeah, nobody cares when I gave somebody pass or when I gave somebody grace, you know what I mean? When I talked about somebody's family member, when I kicked them, when I spit, when I elbowed them, when I kneed them, when I banged their head against the floor, it's like it's like, oh, I'm just me. I can't control what they pick and choose to upload, but it's TV. I'm grateful for it. Love this.
Yeah. So like to follow afterwards, do you think social media creates characters out of like real people in a sense?
I think it does create characters out of real people, especially with myself, because all I need was a platform. I've always been this way. That's why that's why I have off-camera fights, because when the camera's cut, I'm still me. I still don't like you. I still don't like nothing about you. Your death will be my holiday. I wish nothing but the worst for you, you know? And and anybody can attest to the fact, if I f with you, I f with you on and off camera. If I don't f with you, I don't f with you. One thing about me, you never have to wonder how I feel about you.
And it never changes unless there's dialogue.
Once you on there, once you pick your side, die there.
So I noticed when people try to quote unquote expose you, they only pull up old high school photos or videos of you. Why do you think people hold on to older versions on you instead of who you are now?
I think that's a great question. I think it's because they have nothing on me now. They have absolutely nothing on me now. So like,
I agree.
when he was 16 years old, he looked like this. Okay. You bringing a picture of me in high school. Nah, if I was I'm a 27-year-old grown ass man, right? If I was in
Mm-hmm.
here posting high school highlights, right, of me, like, if I was playing football, you know what I mean? If I was posting the hoes that I fucked in high school, right? If I was bragging about all of the accolades and all of the status quos that I accomplished while I was in high school, you would call me a
Mm-hmm.
loser and tell me let the high school popularity go and stop posting that shit, right? But
Mm-hmm.
because it's negative, y'all make it such a significant thing. You know what I mean? You
For
like you
sure.
have nothing on me. People always say like, "Oh, John used to be a fat, chubby kid, and he just got fine this year." And even if that was the case, which is not, if I went from fat to fine and fit, I will be selling workout plans to y'all, big back, built by some buffalo. You high calorie humans, right? I will monetize that. Just the mindset I have, right? But it's not the case because y'all stole my picture of me when I was younger and I was skinny, ugly. That's subjective, maybe, but everything I don't like about myself, I have a money and a viable plan to fix. Everybody's insecure about
Mm-hmm.
something. And I feel like people say, you used to be insecure. I wasn't insecure. I just knew that it could be better. You know what I mean? I wasn't insecure with my IQ level. And that's why I went and got 5 degrees. No, I wanted more, so I got more. You know what I mean? I wasn't insecure about my size. I wanted to work out, so I started to work out. I wasn't insecure about my skin, so I covered it in tattoos. No, I thought that's how, you know what I mean? I'm like, their logic is you brush your teeth every morning. You're insecure about the way your breath smells. You apply cologne. You're insecure about the way your body smells. You apply lotion. You're insecure about how dry your skin is. Like simply leveling up and augmenting is their have sublimation, which is it's a coping mechanism that people have to really kind of cope with their stagnancy and their complacency. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I could have been to the gym. I can look just like John, but I don't want to do steroids. Where's the proof that I didn't need steroids? If anybody who works out knows if you do steroids, you would just look better than this. If you're
There's like
cheating, you
almost
know
like
what I
a
mean?
backhanded comment towards you.
It is. It's their way of saying, like, yeah, I could have been on TV too, but to be on TV, you got to be Illuminati, you got to suck dick. I'm not doing that. How would you know? Nobody even considered you for TV. So how would you know what it takes to be on something that you've never been considered for? You know what I mean? It's their form of coping with the fact that I did it and I can, and we have the same 24 hours. And motherfuckers that head on me be 30 plus talking about high school. You graduated before I went in. Why we talking about high school? But that's we all something to somebody. You're a celebrity. You're subject to public scrutiny. Is what it is.
Mm. Facts. I digress. So there's another situation that's been going on too as well, where recently Island Boy and Jada were reacting to, I think Landon calling you a heavy hitter, and then like the
Mhm.
internet ran with it. What was the reaction seeing that become a whole conversation online?
I think it just shows people just don't want to give me credit because I'm not a heavy hitter. I left marks on the person I fought, Black Guy and a lot. I don't think any of them left marks on anybody they fought. You know what I mean? I fought someone taller than me. They're the tallest people in the house. So everybody they fought is, well, Noel and Jada might be the same height. And Isla Boy and Jada fought. But other than them fighting each other and Jada fighting Noel, everybody they fought was smaller than that. People like to say, "Oh, Sid, what's his name? Rogers is skinnier to you, but he's taller than me. He has more reach to me. He can make contact with me before I make contact with him." I'm
Mm.
like, if you don't know how to fight, that's on him. I'm like, everybody I fought. People like to make it like, oh, you're the biggest in the house. I'm the most muscular in the house. You got 30 pounds on me and 5 inches on me, pause of height. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
That's a very valid point. I'm glad that you pointed that out too, because I said the same thing. I said you're more muscular, but some niggas are taller than you, so they have
Like
an
Jade is
advantage either way.
6'4", 250. Island Boy is
Exactly.
being 6'4", so he doesn't grow out, he grows up. But I'm assuming, you know what I mean? The taller you are, that still adds to your weight. You know what I mean? And that still adds to your reach. I'm like, I think they would. I don't know, because I see it. Everybody when me, Island Boy, and I think Landon and Pootie were going like on a yacht with Natalie, and Natalie put us on her story. She was like, everybody said heaviest hitters. You know what I mean? It was all smile. It was the heaviest hitters. You know what I mean? But now that someone else has said it, now that Landon has said it, and Jay doesn't agree. Island Boy also doesn't agree, but Island Boy was present when I called myself a heavy hitter in that photo. You know what I mean? And that
Mm.
video we would take with happened. It's like, I don't know what you define a heavy hitter. I hit and I leave marks. So I don't know. I mean, their definition is not my business.
What do you think their definition is of a heavy hitter?
Heavy hitter is just somebody who knocking shit. Somebody who bink, 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 like knocking. You know what I mean? Like, cause my fight, I didn't do none of that grabbing. Bink, 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 you on the couch. You know what I mean? Bink, 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 you're going down. Like, bink, 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 like the first hit, bink, your ass curled up in the ball. You know what I mean? Bink, bink, like that's a heavy hitter, just somebody who throw them heavily. You know what I mean?
Do you think Jada and Island Boy are quote unquote heavy hitters?
I think Jada's a heavy hitter. I don't think Island was a heavy hitter.
Mm.
I think he can hang in there. Like, you know, him and Jada had some rounds, and Jada's a heavy hitter. You hanging in with a heavy hitter, maybe, you know, maybe. If you hanging with a heavy hitter, I guess you would be considered a heavy hitter too, you know? If you hang in with a heavy hitter, so, yeah.
You know, also too, like maybe like not assuming, but you know, like usually when you hang around somebody, their influence becomes kind of theirs in a sense. You kind of like conform into who they are. You kind of turn into who you hang around with a little bit, just a little bit. But
Yeah, I
maybe
guess that's
maybe that could be an influence too as well. Would you? Well, I will say. Well, so you basically didn't say that you're a heavy hitter. Do you just basically think? Would you claim yourself as a heavy hitter, or would you just don't care about the title?
I don't care, but now that I see people are mad that I'm calling myself a heavy hitter, I'm going to get it tattooed on me that I'm a heavy hitter. You should never. The dumbest thing you can do is let me know it's something that I do or say bothers you, because now you're never hit the end of it. That's all you're gonna know. When you wake up, I'm going to announce it. Before you go to bed, I'm going to announce it and make sure you dream about it. Like, that's the dumbest thing it's the dumbest shit you could have did. It's like when I argue with people and I bring up their family and their voice starts to crack. Stupid. Never talking about you again. Only talking about your family for now on forever. Stupid. You should have never did that.
Oh my goodness. I feel like you're the one person you don't want to argue.
That's what everybody say. Like, he like Tia Kemp. I love Tia Kemp. I love Tia Kemp. She embraced me and showed me so much love. I love Yanti. And like, he like Tia Kemp. He like 50 Cent. And that was like the highest compliment you can give me.
Okay, so I want to ask, just going back just a little bit before I continue on, do you feel like people online secretly want a narrative to be true when it's not?
I think they do 100%, because I was just saying on my story that if you have to go around convincing the world that somebody is something, they're not that. You're not clairvoyant. You don't have a third eye. They can see just like you can see. You know what I mean? I'm never going around convincing the world that the sky is blue, because guess what? I'm colorblind, but Stevie Wonder can see the sky is fucking blue. So if you have to go around the world convincing everybody something, they're not, because the truth does not need convincing. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? They can see it just like you see it. Like, if you got to, no, they're really a bad person. No, he's really no, he's really no. Listen, y'all, listen. You believe he's this? No. Okay, well, let me try to sit you down and try to convince you why he is this, so you can believe it. You can spread it too, and we can come together as one, and we can all believe. Like, it's give it up, but
No, that does make a lot of sense. I'm just a firm believer that the truth will definitely reveal
the
itself.
truth is going to be, the truth is going to be the truth.
So has there ever been like a viral post or a comment that like kind of like hurt your feelings in the sense that you just don't show it, or you just keep internally?
It doesn't hurt my feelings, but everything I kind of like take into a form of a compliment, But they're like, he on steroids. I'm like, so basically you like my physique, but you feel like that I had to cheat to obtain the physique. So you think my physique is that nice that I had to cheat to obtain this? Shows how I'm a leader. Because anybody who actually works in gym, anybody who works out in gym, they'll tell you he's not on steroids. You know what I mean? Because when you see it around, you're a little bit more educated about that. So you know what I mean? It's like from a blind's eye. Oh, he's on steroids. He's massive. And you go in the gym, you like, I'm basic, Not basic, but it's like I'm just any size as any other guy in the gym, It was like, it's a compliment, and they say like, oh, he's got unconscious in his eyes. I'm like, so basically you like the way my eyes look. You like the color of my eyes, right? You like it so much that you believe it's fake. Okay. It's a compliment. It's a backhanded compliment for those who couldn't make it, But it's like, we all something to somebody. It only matters how you see yourself. And the right people like me. No matter how much the fans don't like me, guess who does like me? Millionaires. Shout out to the Amazon. Billionaires. Limit. You know what I mean? You know who does think that? You know who does think I have a nice face and a face for TV? Casting directors. You know who does think I'm funny? Executive producers. You know what I mean? But you know who doesn't? Guess who? I don't know their name either. They're just fans. I don't know their name either. They don't have a name. They're just random 40-year-olds from Utah. Who knows? Who gives a fuck?
On the first episode, I remember you were specifically saying there was too many alliances in the house, right? So can you break down and explain by what you meant by that?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it being with you. I didn't watch the first episode. I plan on watching it today, but I've been busy. Like when I fly out, I go on tour. I go to any city near Booking. You know what I mean? I like to make the most out of catching a flight.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
just give me the context behind it. You were basically talking to, I don't even know his name, Swess, like
Roger,
the guy.
Roger from American Dad, Roger American Dad, or Sid from Ice Age.
Okay. Uh, so basically,
I call him Lumpy. I'm sorry, there's a video. There's a video. They say it's a video of him twerking in a bathtub on Twitter. So a fan called him Bubbles. I say Bubbles. That's it. That's the name, Bubbles.
Bubbles.
But go ahead. Shit threw you off.
It did, yeah.
Me too. I said, oh.
Like it definitely did, because when I came across that as I was scrolling, I was like, it wasn't computing right at all. But so basically, you were basically explaining the fact that he knows a lot of people on the cast, so he could possibly have more alliances versus you. You came by yourself. You were solo. You were basically explaining that. How did that progress into leading to, fighting and other things going on?
So when we were on a bus, you know me. If I don't respect you, I'm going to intentionally get your name wrong. You know what I mean? Like the other day, my intro, I said, Jerusalem had applied, but he didn't make the cut, so you can watch it from home. They was like, do you mean Jamal? And like, no, his name is Jacoby. Like everything but his name. His actual name is like,
yeah, no, yeah,
Jeremy or something. You know what I mean? We forget what his original name is because we give him so many, you know what I mean? And like, the other guy, I don't mention him because he wants clout, but his name is like, he has like 10 names. It's like Sace, Troy, Ishiam, Isaiah. He has like 10 different names. I'm like, Sace is the one syllable, so I'm gonna go with that one. I'm on a bus. I'm like, how you spell your name? How you pronounce it? Trying to give you that respect, right? Because everybody knows if I mispronounce your name, I'm disrespecting you. You know what I mean? I said, how you pronounce?
Okay, so you did that. So that was like a genuine thing. You weren't trying to be.
Did they show that? Did they show that? I didn't watch it. Did they show that?
They showed it, but
okay.
like some fans can see it across as disrespectful, as you were trying to do it on purpose. So you did it like as being.
You ever heard the name Sace?
I didn't either. Even right now, I still don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name still.
Literally, so I said, how you pronounce? He like SEIA. I'm like, why the neck rolling and attitude for? Like, I'm literally trying to give you the proper respect because I don't know you. Then I said, all right, I'll let you handle it, whatever, bro. I'm like, because you're already getting into it with him, and I don't like that ganging up shit, So I'm like, whatever. Then he go, you got that? I got that eye is what I got. So I'm like, you know what? I'll leave it alone, right? Later on that night, off camera, and then after him and Corey fought, he said, ain't no one-on-ones. And I said, So I'm like, first of all, I'm like, you got a smart ass mouth, a badass attitude, and then you talking about no one-on-one, so you don't stand alone. I'm like, so you do all this barking, and then you try to get other people to fight your battles. Interesting. Later on that night, he's literally yelling at me. He's yelling at me. I say, don't yell at me. He said, I yell if I want to yell. So fuck me and my boundaries, right? His boyfriend Jay like to say, oh, he was just talking passionately, this and that. Okay, you can be as passionate as you want if that's how you talk. If I say, and first of all, Jada's hypocrite. Like I like Jada, but it's like I fuck with Jada, but Jada's just too, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for Say Me, Jada would probably be pretty close. But Jada's like, oh, that's a hypocrite. But the thing is, Jada loves to get our speech to know everybody and know everybody, anybody shit. You know what I mean? Around me, I don't care if you say everybody, anybody, correct that shit because I'm gonna answer. Everybody respected it. Everybody said, okay, you know what? I can work on that. I can work. I can stop saying everybody, anybody when you're around. I literally said, don't yell at me. Your response was, I'm gonna yell if I want to yell. And Paris validated that. Paris said he did say that. I'm like, so fuck me, I'm mind you. But it's off camera. You know what I mean? If it's off camera, I'm like, it don't count. That's why they trying to act like that. They trying to dilute the scene, trying to alter what happened. You know what I mean? Because it's not on camera. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not on camera. I'm like, so the next day, all I said was, I feel like you should go home. Like, why I feel like you should go home? I'm like, because you got alliances and you don't stand alone. I'm like, and you got a smart mouth and you yelled. Like, the list goes on. He like, well, what you gonna do about it? I'm like, well, I'm gonna vote you out. What you really gonna do about it? I'm like, it's not remedial. I told you what I'm gonna do. I told you I'm gonna vote your ass out. He like, no, what you really? I'm like, you wanna make this a fight? You wanna make this a fight? I'm like, out of this? Okay. Bink, 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 bink. Knotted up, black eye, all that. Then as soon as we get on a fight, he say, you got a back fade coming. This ain't no. You mess with me, I got somebody to take care of you. So you proving my point. You don't stand alone. I just stood alone with you right now. In that moment, with me, you, Paris, and Landon, and another Detroit nigga in the room, who was you gonna call to have your back? Who you gonna call to come save you in that moment? You had no choice. You know what I mean? So that's what I came.
So it literally just contradicted what he said about alliances. You told him you didn't like the alliances, and he just said he can stand alone. Just to say right afterwards that he's gonna get someone to whoop your ass.
You got a back fade coming. You got a back fade coming. You don't know. In his confessional, he don't know what he just got himself into.
Mm.
Like you don't you don't stand alone. And I don't care how many people have your back. I don't like you. I can't fake it. I'm never gonna pretend like I do like you. I'm never going to be cool with you. I'm never going to make amends. I'm never going to. Whoever you got for me is cross that bridge when I get there. But it's not gonna change how I feel about you, how I treat you.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I can definitely see that point of view. That makes a lot of sense too as well, because like they definitely cut a little bit of scenes where it's like some people were feeling like the fans were feeling like sometimes you were like kind of get a storyline or just trying to get an issue, but I really felt like there
Getting a
was more to
storyline
the
out of him.
story.
But the thing is, give me one quote from him throughout the whole episode. Anything memorable. Nobody knows him. You know what I mean? A storyline out of you. If I want a storyline, I'll pick somebody like Land. Somebody like Pody. You know what I mean? Somebody who can do no wrong in the fans' eyes. Like the fans are getting leaks as we're recording. The fans are, and I love Land and Pody. Those like my badass because I fuck with them. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be not like them because of what they do to other people. What they do to other people is exactly that. What they do to other people. They did it to me. And then oh, they can do it to you tomorrow. Well, until they do it, God forbid. I'm like, what do you want me to do now? I'm not gonna not like somebody for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That goes
Mm.
against everything I stand
That's
for. So
inauthentic, right?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if I want to go for somebody, I'll go for Landon and Pooty. I'm like, because whether you hate him or love him, I'm like, Landon and Pooty have the most fans, the biggest clout. You know what I mean? Like the biggest fan base. So like, I'm like, I would go for Landon and Pooty if I want a story. And I'm like, we don't even know your name. We don't even know your name. Why would I
Mm-hmm.
go for you? You know what I mean? I'm like, night one, you're the only person that yelled at me, only person that got attitude, only person that got smart. Jada, like, all my interaction, everybody was cool. Jada, like, why do fans hate you? I told Jada was like, I understand. You know, all my interaction, I don't remember, I didn't watch the episode, but like, cool. All my interaction, everybody was just cool, diplomatic, platonic. You don't only want to give me any mouth, any issue.
Mm. Mm.
And then the fans
Yeah.
are colorist. They say, John hate light-skinned men. I'm like, John jealous of light-skinned men. I'm like, no, you're colorist because you see me as a dark-skinned man. You see him and all other opponents as light-skinned men. And you say John is jealous of light skin. You think having light skin is something to be jealous of. You prefer and favor and prioritize and put light skin on a pedestal when it comes to darker people. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't discriminate. I'm like, the other two guys I follow on the show are darker than me. And same complexion are darker than me. And I'm like, I don't discriminate. I'm like, you see light skin, dark skin, you like, he's jealous of his light skin. You're jealous of light skin. You think light skin is superior to dark skin. I don't discriminate.
So another question I want to ask is, who in the Bad Boys house changed the most once the cameras turned on?
Noel.
I thought it would be like, and I have the most respect for him. So like I do, like, but I thought it would be Jada because I know like Jada, once he heard like the cash prize, he kind of like almost switched. I thought it would
It's
be
great because
Jada.
he taught me a production pet. But let me like, and during like an intermission, we have to like sometimes they like cut because like they have to adjust the cameras or lighting or like batteries. He called Jada. He said, Jada, I thought you was a member of production. And after that, Jada just, you know what I mean? It's a complete turn up from 0 to 100 after he accused him of being a member of production. So let him call me a production pet. I just know how the show goes. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know, you know what I mean? Like production can't get me to beef for nobody. You know what I mean? Yeah, can't. If y'all not, like
I would
nobody
say
in the
that's
house can say
100% true. I definitely think that's true. I feel like like me meeting you like literally months ago, you have like you're authentically yourself. Like
I'm
I
ventilating
would definitely
myself.
say
And
that.
that's
I'm
why
not
people are
scared to
hating
say
me
that
because
either.
people say, John, you need to change. You need to win the fans over. You need to stop talking about people's kids. And I don't. I'm consistent. If anything, I'm consistent. I don't give a fuck who don't like it, how many people give me constructive criticism, how much backlash I get for it. I'm still, I don't give a fuck. I double down on it. My profile picture right now on Instagram is some random baby who's talking shit. And on TikTok, it's another random baby. Every time I go online, I say, who baby is that? I don't even know. The bitch talked shit a week ago. And I look at her page, she got a baby. Made it my profile picture. Her grandma still making TikToks to this day. Delete my baby. Block, make a new account of reacts.
Really?
Nicely, bitch. Yes.
You gotta
And I know people don't like it. I don't give a
whenever.
I don't give a flying frogs fat pushes. But yeah, just get back on saying like yeah, I'm like, everybody in that show can tell you. Nobody can tell you, John, you should go fight them. John, you need to fight him. John, I feel like you need to fight them. I don't jump. You know what I mean? Like, there was a one instance where me and Jada are very like mentally similar, where Jada, like during the house meetings, Jada just look at me, I look at Jada, and Jada seen that I was about to fight somebody after they just fought somebody. Like, I was damn near finna jump in a fight. And Jada was like, get him, John. I look at Jada, and everybody's like, yeah, John, get him. I'm like, no, if 10 people tell me to do it, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not about to follow. You know what I mean? But I was already thinking about it. But the fact that 10 people told me to do it, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. No.
Then it would then on the scene it would make you look like you're a follower or you just
Yeah,
jump.
because they're not gonna edit. They're not gonna upload the fact where I'm sitting there contemplating, like I'm sitting there. They're not gonna edit the fact where I'm clearly like conspicuously contemplating fighting this person. Like I'm thinking about it in my mind.
Yeah, they're just
They're gonna
gonna
upload the
edit it
fight where
literally where
they're
you're
gonna
like
upload the
you say
fight where
get them, you
Jada
just gonna
said,
jump.
like, cause Jada said, I think Jada said like, go get him, John, or something like. They didn't say John, go fight him. Jada was like, go for it, John, go get him. Cause me, like, Jada's very smart. Jada's very clever. So like me and Jada, like we resonate a lot mentally. Like Jada knew what I was thinking, and then everybody heard Jada say, everybody else was like, yeah, John, get him. I'm like, no, no. 100 people telling me to fight somebody. I'm not. No,
Mm-hmm. So, like, what's something viewers completely misunderstood about you this season?
it's only one episode, but
What's something you would think viewers would completely misunderstand you
I
for
don't know.
this?
These Zeus fans are so vacuous. They're so dumb. Like, yesterday Roger posted my throwback pictures that already went viral. Like they already went viral. Back in December. Like when I tell you seen it, the fans printed out a poster of me and brought it to the Love Cap reunion.
Reunion,
Like it's
yeah.
a handmade poster at
Mm-hmm.
a fucking concert. Like you can't fake this type of love. You can't fake your star power. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's throwbacks were posted, but only mine got 2 million views in 24 hours. He posted that, and the comments actually roasted him like, "What is it supposed to mean? John had a good glow up." Like it's on my story right now. Like John had a good glow up.
I did see that.
Like the fact that you posted something about this man in high school 10 years ago shows you had nothing on that. They're like, okay, like John need to write a book on how to glow up. They're like, say, look at you right now, because on my story he there with a black eye, pictures of him and Sid, Ice Age, Roger from American Dad, him in his hand like this, talking about getting gay. They call him bubbles. You know what I mean? Like I'm just roasting. I'm like. For the first time, Zeus fans are actually in the comments like defending me, having my back against somebody, and somebody with a lighter complexion. So it was so bizarre. They've never done that before.
Mm.
So you never know these Zeus fans. You never know the two. And these Zeus fans hate me, and they say I hate you on Love Captain, but I love you on Bad Boys. Whatever.
It don't make no sense.
Then they say John don't do no damage. Black eye or not. Okay, but that was a lucky hit. Good thing I don't do nothing to appease you, motherfuckers.
Mm.
I was not thinking about y'all a couple months ago while I'm in the DR fighting this thing.
Mm.
Sometimes
Okay.
I do think about the fans before I fight because it makes me angry because the fans I can't get my hands on. And he was a Love Cabin fan. I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but he said, you couldn't even run the cabin. How you think you gonna come here and run the shit? He always loved he loved talking about Love Cabin because he was one of the fans in the comments. Before I knew this, like I hate when Zeus cast fans. He was one of the fans in the comments talking shit, trolling. Because every time I argue with him, all he says is something recycled the fans say. Just like he posted my old throwback photos. They already went viral 5 months ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was a Love Cabin fan. So he acted like he was meeting for the first time as printer. Oh yeah, you was on Zeus. You know if you see me on Zeus or not. If I look like I was on Zeus and we're on a Zeus show, walk like I talk like that, nigga, it was me. You know what I mean? And then we get into when you post my old throwback photos that already went viral. You've been watching and following. You didn't even run the cabin. How would you know what happened in the cabin that you weren't present for? You watched all episodes. You tuned in every single week. Like you're a fan. That's what you're a fan. And I was probably arguing with you in the comments because every time I say something to you, your response is verbatim what a fan said in the comment section.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you like before we head out, I'm gonna give you like a list of like questions that you can just answer real quick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who was your favorite person in the house?
Cozy or Paris?
Okay, this is up. Who do you think is the real quote unquote heavy hitter on the cast?
I say Jed. Man, ain't no hate. I'll get credit when it's due.
All right. Who talks the most but couldn't actually fight?
Check.
Check.
I would say Sace.
Okay.
Check or Sace was close.
Who came into the house already worried about becoming quote unquote viral?
I don't think anybody was worried about becoming viral. I don't know.
Well, in my opinion, just from my opinion, like I have no hate towards anybody. I would say Corey. Because I feel like anybody who like verbatimly says that you guys are already making me a star, making me viral, or is gonna be the one person that's gonna hate.
Corey's authentically himself. They were told him, like during the battery break, they said, y'all need to step it up because right now Corey is a star. I'm like, if everybody's coming for Corey, you know, I'm like, everybody has like when you fight, you have an altercation, they're gonna ask you questions about it. That's a confession. You know what I mean? They're gonna give you a post altercation in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm like, everybody keep coming for Corey. Y'all gonna make it the Corey show. And that's what they were saying. They're like, we ain't trying to tell y'all how to be, but y'all keep coming for Corey. Y'all making Corey to start because it's just Corey. It's Corey. Everybody got a problem with Corey. Just like some, you know, it's like, I'm like, and that's what they said. And that's
Okay,
what
that's
Corey got
actually
that
a good.
from.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. Okay, yeah, I can see that now. Um, who do you think tried the hardest for camera time?
Noel.
Noel. Mm. Who do you think,
And
or
Shaq.
actually, which cast member acts completely different? Actually, that's the same question. If you had to remove one person from the cast completely, who would it be?
Who really bothered me? Check wasn't needed. Check really wasn't needed. Check or Roger.
Mm. Um. Okay.
Just like I asked you, you can't give me one quote from Roger, one funny line, one clever line, something that was memorable, something that was viral or exciting that Check or Roger did in the first episode.
You didn't lie. Yeah, that's not
Tell a
literally.
joke,
I'm
I
not
never
trying to
tell a
hate. I'm
lie,
just trying to
especially
think. I
shit
really
on
can't
camera.
think. Um.
Like me, everybody still talk about Wanda site. See, at my age, everybody think it's so funny. Corey security's involved. I've been to this before. I know security guards are human. You actually, there's no way you can. There's no amount of apology you can give somebody for accidentally elbowing them in the eye. Like these are grown ass, big ass men. You know what I mean? The worst thing
Mhm.
is when security knock you out and your opponent lie, act like they did it. You know what I mean? So I'm telling Corey, like
Yeah.
Corey, like was you see security involved? Chill out. That's another problem I had with Sace because on the bus they didn't show it, but I'm like, get me out of this corner. Like, get me out of this corner because every time Sace Corey, if you see Corey is explosive as like
Mm.
Corey swung on Jada first. You know what I mean? I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Corey called Jada out and it swung on Jada first. I'm like, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? But Corey is explosive. Can nobody say nothing to Corey and Corey not get up and sock him? That's why he gave Sace that knot. I'm like, I'm literally in the corner. Every time Corey get up and swing, a 6'5", 300-pound security guard push him back. Now it's him and the security guard on top of me. I'm uncomfortable as fuck, bro. I'm already 6'2". So I'm a big myself. You feel me? So I'm like, I said, get me out of this corner. I said, Sace. I said, stop saying something to Sace because every time you say something to me, he's gonna get up and try to punch you. Security's gonna tackle him, and I'm gonna be in the corner getting fucked up. That's why I got elbowed in the eye by Corey by mistake. I'm like, Sace, stop saying something. Sace like, I ain't gonna stop saying something. Okay, well, Sace, you don't want to shut up and stop provoking this? Come switch spots with me. You gonna get back here, and y'all sit here and get it in the whole bus ride. I'm gonna switch spots with the chef. That's another reason why I'm like him. They didn't shut up. That's why I'm like it because you keep antagonizing him, and I'm having a 6'5", 300-pound security guard sit on my big. You know what I mean? Paul,
Yeah.
I'm having the 300-pound security guard is falling on me because you won't shut up. And I told you you can shut up, or you could switch spots and say what you want to him all day. You can punch you in the mouth all day, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep antagonizing him from across the sprinter with a security guard between y'all. And I'm the one getting the short end of the stick. That's another
Mm.
reason.
Mm.
That's why I'm like, say one thing about him, he never shut up. You seen it. Ice on his out. You didn't even do nothing. You really didn't even, you really like, this is really nothing for not like fucking black eye, not on his eye, ice on his face telling me I'm a bitch and I ain't do nothing. That's the well, he never will shut up. So I'm like, at least I can do is try to maybe calm Corey down because clearly he's not gonna stop attacking out to Corey.
Yeah. Did you think there was anybody in the house that kind of like fake friendships for strategy?
When the cameras got, I went to my room, went to sleep. Oh, Sace. Sace definitely cleaning Jada for protection.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. And like last question. Who do you think actually runs the house?
I mean, when is this dropping? It don't matter. I was house leader. I was house leader. I'm like, and I'm the only person that ain't coerced or pulled to the side. You know what I mean? Like, and had a bug put in my ear. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the only person that fight when I want to fight. You know, not, you know what I mean? Not when somebody else fight. Landon Pooty were house leader, and then I was house leader. You know,
Mm.
I was the only solo individual house leader, and that was my strategy, my logic. I said, well, house leader is an individual term. You know, I'm like, so I fuck with Landon Pooty. I love them. They're like my badass little cousin, but they're a duo. It's two of them. You know, house leader is an individual, but of course, you know, Landon Pooty got the fan base. Everybody like to dick suck them and follow them and be behind them. You know what I mean? And mind you, Landon is 21, Pooty is 23. There's no way you old ass are just that close to this. You know these young guys. You know what I mean? It's like y'all clinging to them because of who they are. You know, I see people there. You know what I mean? Real like on camera, off camera. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. I'm like,
Mm.
but I mean, they won that vote, and I didn't object to it. You know, I said I should be house leader. And like, anyway, I'm calling this house meeting. I'm like, well, it is what it is. I'll fuck with them. I'm not gonna fight them over house. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up being house leader after
Mm-hmm.
that. It was them, and then it was me.
Bad. So, with that being said, I feel like we got the questions out that we need to get out, at least for this first episode, until we get you back again. Thanks for, once again pulling up and then giving me that space and time, because I know you're busy, I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get new glasses today.
Really? Well, are you gonna please don't get another one of those. You know how you always be wearing like those square glasses? They look good on you, but I think you should try like then you should try seeing if you try seeing if you can get round glasses. I feel like it'll frame your face better.
No, I don't. These, whenever I take these off, look, put them on. They leave indents on my face. They're so big. They leave indents.
Oh,
I don't like them.
I feel like those glasses look good on you though.
Give a fuck what you think. If that was for the hoes.
I don't care. I'm just saying.
You a hoe ass, but no.
I feel like they would frame your face a lot more. Like they frame it very well. Well, are you looking for the glasses that have like the little, like those little things on them? Those little
I
clear.
don't know. I work in healthcare, so I really was into the Ray-Ban stories, but every time I try to put them on, they're actually very just big, feminine. They're just like old, boxy, old lady ass glasses. And then I work in healthcare, so I wouldn't be able to wear them at work anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then I'm over the age where I'm like, I'm not spending $405 on Gucci frame, Tom Ford frames because they do the same. They're gonna break the same when you drop them. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just want glasses to look good.
Yeah, I remember the last time you were on there, you told me you spent too much on
like technology glasses. You said what?
I remember the last time you told me how much you spent on your other glasses. I was like, John, that is not necessary.
The Cartier buffs are $5,000. Those are my only like non-technology pair of glasses that are expensive because of the buffs.
Yeah, I remember you were almost like, John, that is not necessary. But I understand. Your money is your money. But at the end of the day, thank you so much for hopping on this podcast. I really do appreciate you. This is your second time on. Won't be your last. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I'll catch you on another episode of All Things Davon. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, appreciate you.